Hey, that's better. Hello friends, my name is Andrea and welcome to my channel. Before I get to setting up January, I wanted to quickly talk about my theme. I chose to do a Gatsby / Art Deco theme at the end of last year. Since it being the first month of 2020 and the Art Deco theme being really popular in the 1920s, I was really excited to use this theme. Little did I know that I was not the only one with this idea. There have been many, and I mean many, Art Deco themes popping up all over the place. Whether great minds think alike or this theme inspired everyone to do it as well, I'm glad that for any of you out there still wanting to tackle this theme, that there are so many places to draw inspiration from. So while I had mine planned last year and thought this idea was original, I was almost disappointed in seeing all these other ones popping up. Then I wondered if I should just change mine, because who wants to see another Art Deco theme? But I told myself, no, I love this idea and it gives you another version of this great theme. I will also link a few other Art Deco inspired bullet journal videos below if you're looking for even more inspiration. Trust me, when I get on a certain kick, I will binge watch the crap out of it. Alright, enough rambling, let's get to the video. For the title page, I'm using this gold washi from Scotch that I had cut into thinner strips to perfectly fit one box in my book. I love how shiny it is. I just wanted to add a little extra something on the edges since the middle title part is really tall and skinny. As you can see, I'm not cutting this washi, just ripping it using my ruler. I'm using my gold pen for all the lines on the black paper. As always, I will list all my supplies in the description box below. I love how the gold stands out. Also, I'd like to note that these lines are very much the same as my line art style I used in last year's June setup. I will link that video below if you need more ideas for these lines in borders. They are actually really easy but look very complicated. I found the best way to use this pen is to draw slower. If you draw too quickly, the pen skips and leaves black streaky sections. I also found going over it twice was the key to a consistent line. And the best part, if you make a mistake, just cover over it with a black brush pen. I looked up so many Art Deco fonts and I'm using a mixture between this kind of broken up one and then a more simple one later on. I colored in the larger parts with the gold pen. Love it. Wish I had some of that gold watercolor everyone is ranting about and using to make their golds even goldier. Is that even a word? Well, it is now. Also for this year, I really wanted to add tabs to the months. So I'm adding a strip of gold washi to the tab part. I'm trimming off the edges, then using my trusty tape roller to stick these two pages together. I made sure to line up the punched edge first. Then I used a regular Sharpie to write the date on the tab. I tried using my fineliners, but it just wipes off. Sharpie is where it's at, guys. The curve of the black paper sticks out a bit further than the white paper, so I went ahead and gave that a little trim. This next page is my calendar. I went back to the full page calendar. I love being able to change up the calendar sizes, don't you? I added some more of that gold washi to kind of frame where the title will go. Using the same font I used on the title page, I wrote January. I started coloring in the blocks with the fineliner, but it was taking too long, so I switched to my brush pen. And with everything colored in black, I always go over this twice to get it looking the darkest. Now on to the 2020 on the second page. I outlined all the boxes, which are 4 squares by 5 squares with one space in between. The beauty about being able to take the pages out of the book are that you don't get caught up with that center seam. Full range of motion, baby! I go over my decision to switch from a normal bullet journal to this one in my 2020 setup video, so if you haven't checked that one out, I will link it in the description below. I numbered all these boxes with the gold pen and then added the simpler font for the days of the week at the top. To keep it perfectly centered, I started with the middle letter, then added the others. I love this font actually. I find myself just writing it at work. I had a bit of space on the right side, so I decided to add this gold scalloped design. I looked up a lot of Art Deco ideas and just picked the ones that I liked the most. I also didn't want to pick something that would take a long time either. I worked from top to bottom so I wouldn't smudge anything. I think it looks neat. Now I wish I would have added some lines to the outer rings or just colored them in solid gold. Oh well, if I get bored, I can always add them later. Don't these pages look good together? Next page is a black page, and I'm just sticking it to the back of the calendar page like before. I also went ahead and stuck the next two pages together. So this spread is actually a really old one that I haven't used in a long time. I used to write one thing that I was grateful for every day, even something as small as a hot bath or a cookie. So I'm bringing it in as one good thing. I made this fancy line art header. I think it looks really good actually. I was a little worried at first it wasn't going to look like the picture since I had to alter it a little bit. I added a strip of washi down the side, then numbered the side with the gold pen and the letters of the days of the week on the washi with a Sharpie. Next page, I added the line art to the right side and the top and bottom to help frame it. I love that there are just so many styles. And I felt like as long as you draw gold lines on black paper, it instantly becomes Art Deco. This page will be my running month tasks page. So pretty much a giant checklist of things to do. I went over this outer corner creating a second line. I colored this in to make that line thicker. Now it really pops. I repeated this for the bottom corner. I can't stop smiling at how much I love this black paper from Archer & Olive. If you guys are looking for a Blackout book, this is the one to get. I love that there are even dots on it. They even have a craft paper book out that I can't wait to get my hands on. I'm also adding a task legend. I wanted to step back and embrace the original symbols or key used for bullet journaling. It's also going to be on this little page that I can take out and replace in any month that I need to reference it. So my new key will be a dot for a task, a dash for a note, a circle for an event, a square for my work, back arrow is rescheduled, front arrow is migrated, X is completed, and crossed out is cancelled. I cut the page and rounded the bottom corner. I'll give this a go and see how I like it. I may go back to my old key. Who knows? My next page is my mood, habit, and productivity trackers. I really enjoyed this condensed version from last month and just repeated it. For some reason, productivity wasn't fitting on the gold washi, even though I already measured out the spaces, so easy fix, pull it up and put down some new stuff. I just wrote a bit more squished together. Now it's better. I added more gold washi to separate the sections. I love this stuff. So at the top I have my mood, then my habits I track as these cute little icons I've been using for a while. And the last section is the percentage of my productivity on a scale from 0 to 100. Then I numbered the days down the left side and the days of the week on the washi strip. This next page is a smaller page, my version of the Dutch door. I love being able to mix and match my pages. So this side is my sleep and water tracker. I numbered the 12 hours at the top, then I'll color in for the sleep and mark a dot for the water. I'm really loving these dual purpose trackers. Then I wrote the days of the week down the side. Lots of repetition I feel with the washi and the days. for the back of this page, I wanted to re-add my weather tracker. I used to track this, and then towards the end of last year, it kind of dropped off the map. Don't really know what happened there. These little boxes are 3x3 squares. I have one extra square at the top for the legend. Not that I need it, but it looks nice in pictures, and shows everyone else how to use it. Then with my gold pen, I filled in the day numbers on the top right corner going down. I'm pretty sure I used this style before for tracking weather. Next page I started using at the end of last year, and that's to track my meals all on one page. I used to add it to every week, and I love the amount of space I've gained by removing it from my weeklies. I wrote meals at the top and messed up the M. I lost the white space because I couldn't draw a straight line. After coloring in the larger sections with the gold, I went over that line with my white gel pen. Easy peasy fix. Then I wrote tracker and drew a little spoon and fork in the corner. I outlined all 31 boxes. Each box is 3x8 squares. I'll need to write just a little smaller since my old way of weekly tracking was 10 squares wide. Small sacrifices, I say. I used the gold washi to line the very right side of the box. I added the separator lines with the Sharpie, but in a few places it seeped under the ruler and left a black smudge. No erasing that, I guess. I wrote the letter for the day of the week in the very top spot, then added the numbers in the same way as the weather tracker. It's not my favorite, but at least it's shiny. Another black page. Okay, no, seriously, did I tell you that I love this paper? Really? Oh, sorry for mentioning it again. Okay, so this one, like all the others, is pretty plain because I'm planning on filling it with pictures. It's my Polaroid memories page. You can easily fit 4 of the small Polaroids or 2 of the square Polaroids. You don't even need to use Polaroids, just collage your favorite pictures with a few notes to remember each one. I added this cool diamond-like border at the bottom. Another idea I found while searching Art Deco themes. Seriously though, there are so many to pick from. I had a hard time narrowing it down to just a few. I wanted to use them all. Next page is my brain dump. Another minimal line art border. Once again, another page I want to leave pretty empty, so I hopefully fill it up with all my ideas I'm going to have. I added that same border at the bottom. This way it looks like one continuous design. Last page, switching to white again. This is my weekly, and I really quite enjoyed having like a rolling weekly. So no defined boxes for the days. Just let the stuff happen and then draw a line when the day is done. I'm going to be using this for a little while or until I get bored and want to draw boxes again. I have a mini calendar in the corner and dates for the week at the top. I put a strip of washi to start the day for Monday the 30th. I still want to keep these pages to a 1-week spread, so any empty spaces can always be doodled in. This top part just looked too empty, so I added this quote. What the new year brings to you will depend a great deal on what you bring to the new year. I love this. It's just so true. You can't expect to have greatness just fall at your feet. You'll probably need to work hard at it. But that's what I'm looking forward to this year. Finishing a lot of half-finished projects, starting new ones I've had on my list for a while. I'll take it one day at a time and see where it takes me. If you have a chance to recreate any of the spreads I have created, please tag me on Instagram at Amazing-Andrea1. That's with underscores. I would love to see your version of this wonderful theme. Thanks for sticking it out to the very end. I want to thank each and every one of you who enjoy watching these videos. If you don't want to miss next month's setup, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like these videos, give them a thumbs up. It's free and it lets me know what you like. I also want to do more DIY crafty things since that's my true passion. So if you have any ideas or suggestions that you would like to see me do, leave them in the comments below. You never know, I might pick your craft to do next time. All right, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! My poor goldfish brain can't comprehend. I need a tissue. I don't want to pick my nose. Of course, you talk to yourself, your dogs think you're crazy. Please let me know in the comments below. Why did I just lose an earring? What? I'm not that violent of a talker. Come on. Dude. Shit, 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 shit. Oh shit. Popular. Really popular. There's no but. No so. I'll draw. I'm not grabbing, I'm drawing. It's terrible. No. Not my. No, and then I wondered. Oh, I forgot the passion. Oh. No. No. For the. Oh. I can't believe I lost an earring. What's that?